Hello and welcome to Fresh Face One Shots. My name is Joey,
And I'm Jacob.
and we are back with Batman the Brave and the Bold. This is Batman the Brave and the Bold number 5, and we're back finally with Batman the Winning Card by Tom King and Mitch Gerrits.
But with the sad news that this is the only story Tom King is doing.
Yes, but it's all right. It's all right. We started doing Wonder Woman. We got plenty of Tom King in our futures, but we're back. Actually, it seems like almost every main story is ending next time. Which is interesting. I think Harcourt Second Life is ending next time too, right?
Yeah, because that was solicited as 3.
Yeah,
and I think Harcourt is being replaced by Aquaman.
So, which actually kind of just makes me really excited for number 7 because it's all brand new stories. So that'll be fun. Yeah, but in the meantime, let's get into this with Batman the Winning Card, Part 3, which terrified me in ways I cannot describe.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I don't know what it was about this issue in particular.
It was the jump scare. It was the jump scare.
It really did just like set the tone immediately. It happens like 4 pages into the actual story. It like I don't think I've ever had that. I don't think a comic has ever jump scared me. Like
definitely not successfully.
Yeah, like I don't think a single page has hit me so effectively as just that one full page of the Joker's face in a toilet. Like,
and what's fascinating, so this story, we've taken some time in between as well. Like,
yeah,
King
has passed
made a decision to like make some time pass, which I'm wondering if that was the plan from the beginning.
It's possible, because I do find it kind of interesting now that all of the stories are ending next time, and it's ending perfectly at number 6.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was the plan, but also like they did talk a lot about some delays in the art, so maybe it's Garrett's fault. I don't know. I mean, I'm not complaining, because again, I mean, I've never been so successfully terrified by an issue as this. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. There's also just, I don't know what I find so especially creepy about this singing This Old Man. It's really creepy.
Well, I think it's not that. It's that King repeats it, and like, and you initially think, oh, is King like doing a thing where he just made a mistake and the line repeated? No. He's counting up the number of victims of the Joker.
Yep, with each murder, and Jesus Christ, this first one in particular, and it's the jump scare. And again, I can't get over that. We both read this issue pretty last minute, like because we recorded something else tonight, and like doing that right before recording, like it was just, I don't know, it got me so hard right at the start.
Yeah, no, my emotion, this evening has been emotional whiplash the evening, and it's almost entirely your fault.
Yeah, my fault?
Yeah, it's almost entirely, well, our guest's fault too.
Okay,
partially your fault.
Gotcha. But yeah, Joker murders a man in a porta potty, which is,
my god,
it's oh my god. Yeah. So as
I also can now not start to unsee some of the Tom King tropes, like
with the 9-panel grids and all that.
You pointed them out to me.
Yeah, you're gonna start to see them as you read more Tom King things, and they're not bad. Like, because he does them a lot. In fact, it makes him a more effective writer because you know a Tom King thing. Like, you're able to recognize his style. I think
it's a stylistic choice. It's just a stylistic choice that like
you can notice eventually. Yeah, you can notice.
But, and especially for this story, for even in the first 2 issues, way back a couple months ago. It helps add this like ordered quality to the chaos.
Yeah.
This is very effective.
Yep. We get, I guess, King's version of like one of the first times the bat signal's ever been turned on, which is kind of cool. I enjoy seeing that. We see a very young and angry Bruce Wayne, which again is just Tom King wonderfully portraying a Bruce Wayne without a family.
He feels very Year One Bruce.
Yeah.
Like immediately post Year One Bruce.
Yeah. There's this bit where just like he's sick, he's been beaten after the Joker got him last time, and Alfred's like trying to like stop him from going out again, and Bruce goes to like punch Alfred, I guess, and he punches the clock that is behind Alfred.
And Alfred has this great sarcastic line of, "Oh, you've been bested by an old man in a clock."
Yeah. And also Garrett is once again doing that wonderful, whenever Bruce's face is in shadow, he looks like Batman. It's just, it's so cool. Oh god, the second Joker murder is somehow just as creepy as the first.
That one scared me more, because it's like...
It's this kid, he's singing this old man, and she's like, "Oh, wow, where'd you hear that?" And the kid's like, "He sang it for me." And she's like, "What? Who?" Joker pops up out of nowhere, kills
in a moving car.
Yeah. Oh my god. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh, it's legitimately so scary. I don't know, like, how King is doing it. Like, it's so good. We get a great meeting between Bruce and Batman, I should say, Batman and Gordon, where Batman falters as a man. He's still sick. He's still beaten. He collapses. Gordon takes off like a radio from his belt and contacts whoever's on the other end, presumably Alfred, and tells him to like put Batman in the car. And he's like, "Well, there's no one here. No one's driving him home." And the car like opens up automatically. Gordon's like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" Like,
and then we have this really
another just horrifying page.
Goddamn effective murder.
It's
because we're using. Because the Joker gets caught in a celluloid jam,
yep.
with the nursery rhyme.
Oh my god, it's so good as he's doing his like fourth murder, which also is important to note. So this is murder number 4. We've only had 3 scenes of murders. He killed both the woman and her kid. Like,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
This month, King has just gone to some really, really dark places.
Yeah. Oh man, I cannot wait to see. You know, that gets me even more excited. The fact that the final issue of this story will be in October in time for Halloween. That's gonna make that so good. Oh god. So meanwhile, Bruce is like being crazy year 1 Bruce Wayne, having Alfred punch him as like an endurance test multiple times. And as this, like, it's this show strengthened that, like, he needs to be ready, because every time Bruce wastes time, like, healing and licking his wounds, Joker is still out murdering more people. We see those murders consecutively as Alfred is helping him train. We see Joker under somebody's bed. Again, what the fuck, Garrett's? We get these wonderful panels side by side of, like, Joker licking a knife as Bruce is screaming at Alfred to hit him again. And then King finally decides to remember. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. I'm adapting Batman number 1. Okay, let's get another let's get another threat to one of the people in the city here. This is Judge Drake, and Gordon is trying to protect the judge to no avail. Of course, Joker is hiding as one of the police officers there,
as Chief O'Hara.
Yes. Is that who it was meant to be?
That's who I thought it was supposed to be.
I mean, it could work. It could be O'Hara. Why not? The judge gets killed. Joker gets away. More horrifying imagery from Mitch Gerads as he removes like his regular person makeup, and it says "to be concluded." And oh my god, it feels weird, especially because we've had 2 months off from this story. I'm not ready for it to end. Oh man, it's so good. God, King is doing such great things with this story, and just oh god. Anyway, shall we stormwatch it?
Let's stormwatch it. Let's stormwatch it.
Down with King's Part 5.
The rest of these stories are considerably lighter in tone.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
I was really interested by this portion of the Stormwatch story actually, because we use the Brian Azzarello Wonder Woman version of Apollo, which I haven't seen in a while, which is kind of cool.
Who is a Greek god.
Yes, you know. I mean, I think saying a Wonder Woman character called Apollo kind of implies Greek god. But yeah.
Joey, it's been a long night.
Fair enough. But yeah, Stormwatch is going after him. It's a fairly simple plot. We get some more actually focus on Core here. We haven't had too much focus on up to this point. We get some nice Ravager moments in here, but like I said, it's mostly focused on Core. Cool to see. I don't know. I really like these moments, but
basically,
also,
Stormwatch is still collecting these artifacts, including the bow of Apollo.
Yeah.
Core is fascinating, especially with how Apollo is defeated.
Yeah.
And essentially, it then all culminates.
Is it implied that Apollo is dead? I'm assuming he's not, but just it almost looks like he is.
It kind of actually implies it, doesn't it? I mean, he might not because Greek god, but Ravager's moments against Director Bones.
Yes.
Until we eventually end on this.
I can't believe you were right about this. I wanted to say you were wrong because we've had so much Amanda Waller stuff recently. But no, it's Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller is behind Stormwatch, which I'm not complaining about because Amanda Waller is behind everything.
Isn't she also behind like the next big DC event?
Yes. Yeah. She's behind everything. Why the fuck not? I like her little introduction card here too. Amanda Waller, American, the boss.
The boss. And once again, to be concluded.
To be concluded. Yeah, we're ending next time. So yeah. Just great stuff. I don't know. I can't wait to see where that ends in particular, and also just how Amanda Waller ties into Stormwatch, and also just where Stormwatch's place in current DC Comics is going to be going forward. Very interested in that. So yeah. Moving on to Harcourt's Second Life, Part 2, which is really, really fun. I've really been enjoying this actually. A lot more fun than I would think. A story about a resurrected secret agent woman would be. It's really fun. We see her going after these like superhumans that she hates apparently. We get some flashbacks to after she was resurrected, to Amanda Waller telling her about this guy named Weapons Master who supposedly killed her. So she's going after Weapons Master, and we're also getting some flashbacks to her meetings with a man named Carla, who supposedly is going to give her some information about her past life. But as Amelia Harcourt is going after Weapons Master and she has him down, she believes him because he's like swearing that he is not the one that killed her in her past life. And then like in this last moment, like as he's like, see, like someone is sitting after me, because if that's the case, I gotta say, lady, I think you've been lied to. And she decides to kill him anyway there. But it's just like, I don't know. I'm really interested by this newer characterization of the character.
I have a feeling this is going to be a pilot for something else.
Oh, most definitely. I'm really interested to see like where it's going actually. And knowing that I'm sure this is a lot of people's first Amelia Harcourt story. It's a cool way to reintroduce the character into the DC universe. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I believe it was solicited for three issues. So I guess that'll be the end of it next time, but it doesn't say to be concluded, but I think it's meant to be. So yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. All right. On to our black and white story for the issue, The Angel of Gotham. This is also by Ed Brisson, who has
been writing Stormwatch.
Also some art by Jorge Fornes, who's really, really great. I think this is your first thing with him too.
I believe so.
Yeah, really great artist, and a really interesting story for black and white. It's a story about the disenfranchised of Gotham, and also an interesting, especially in DC Comics Gotham City, a somewhat anti-cop story, which is really cool. Yeah. I found this really, really fascinating.
It's like the best of these black and white stories. It's just sort of a glimpse into an idea.
Yeah.
Something that really well done glimpse.
Yeah, something that I would probably like to see expanded upon, but is perfectly fine the way it is. I like the idea.
It's this tiny little murder mystery where the victims like quickly pile up.
Yeah.
And it's basically victims that cops don't care about. Cops are going to investigate.
Yeah, I like the idea of the Angel of Gotham, Mandy Mercer, and her connection to just the people of Gotham. It was really, really cool, and I also really enjoyed the little like 2-page penguin scene we got in the middle of this.
It's very fitting.
Yeah, I like what Brisson does with the Bruce Cobblepot relationship there. It's really nice. Has a really effective ending. Super effective last page in particular.
Oh god, that last page broke me.
Yeah, really great stuff. And overall, just another phenomenal issue.
Phenomenal issue. Very solid.
Yeah. Having the winning card back doesn't make the issue makes the issue feel a bit more complete. Not that, either of the replacement stories were bad, although I know you didn't really like Mr. Baseball.
I didn't gel with Mr. Baseball.
But hey, we got Crazy Kelly Jones bullshit, which is awesome. And I don't know. It's a very nice return to form for the series. And I'm looking forward to our next time where everything's wrapping up. Mostly everything's wrapping up. No, literally everything's wrapping up, which is cool. And I'm even more excited for the new stories that are going to be introduced with number 7. So,
number 7, yeah. One, I read the solicit, and one of them is going to be an Aquaman story.
Fuck yeah, I'll take it. I will absolutely take an Aquaman story.
So we've got that.
Yeah. So I guess that about does it.
If you haven't caught up on one-shots for this month, we also did Superman by Joshua Williamson, number 6.
Yep.
And Wonder Woman by Tom King, number 1.
Yeah. 2 brilliant issues. And again, I'm so glad we chose a rotation of 3 stories that just... three titles that I think just really resonated with us for some reason. They've all done a really great job of just giving us some interesting conversations to have and just the kind of stories that we like reading in comics that we've seen. So it's been really nice. In the meantime, also check out the podcast. We have recently started our Marvel block on Fresh Face Comics with the first 2 volumes of Stan Lee and Steve Ditko's Spider-Man. Volume 1 just came out the other day, and Volume 2 is coming out next week, so be sure to check those out.
Yes.
And I guess that about does it. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan.
And Jacob Licklider.
And goodbye.
Goodbye.